Hey, what's up, everybody? Today, I want to talk about how important it is to actually ground yourself in a central way because it's just the most promising way to think about the universe, right? I mean, it's the easiest way to get your progression. It's the easiest way to get your energy. It's the easiest way to get your reliable source of information from the thought space and from the spiritual space, from the emotional space, from the psyche space. And it's just fun. It's just fun and energetic to be around. Actually, if you think about centering yourself as an image for the central development of the universe, that's where you get your connections from, and that's how you get your positive traction in this world. Actually, so some people may already be further than that. I'm not sure. Like it could be that you're further than that, but I'm very advanced in this stuff. I've been studying the emotional space, the psyche space for over 10 years now, and I'm just very developed in it. But without bragging, like I'm just saying, there's some meaningful experience you can get from it. So even if you just want to tap into my point of view here, you can, and you can probably get out just as much as you like. I mean, you're always free to do your own thing. That's what I can guarantee as well. uh well, if you keep it like within the boundaries of the allowed procedures in society and stuff. So you do have to keep account of some things, but all these things flow easily when you center yourself in a belief that's grounded in the middle of the universal development. And honestly, you open up a view that goes into many different worlds, and yeah, time isn't even like that linear anymore in the center of the universe. I feel like I've had these dreams which really describe like the experiences you can have, and of course you always want to go for a positive experience. Sometimes it doesn't really work out, but most of the time you'll get actually backed by this energy and you'll actually feel like you're on a positive track, and that's like really nice. um So that's what I want to give to you today. I have some special events I want to describe to you as well. And yeah, I'm just feeling really good, right? I mean, some spiritual teachers think it's the best to get to rest entirely, but I don't think it's necessarily the best to get to rest entirely. It's probably best to activate yourself in a positive way which contributes to society during the day, for example, or during the night, depending on your occupation, of course. But um, overall, it's just nice to be active, right? And it's nice to kind of engage your body in these physical activities. And even if you're sitting down, you can get the emotional experience and the psyche experience of actually being involved with these processes around you. And yeah, at first that may be a little bit overwhelming. So if you just want to meditate and sit on this mid energy for a while, I can feel it right now. Uh, it's actually the greatest elation that I've ever had. So yeah, it's just PG. It's just fun. It's just good times, and I'm not talking about anything private or anything. Not really, because it's just shared energy. It's just very nice, and yeah, Sorry, there are some window cleaners outside. Some people doing their job. So yeah, what can you say? What can you say? But yeah, I mean, it's been really good on me, and I hope you can join me for this ride here. I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm also looking for this inspirational moments that really convey like my states and which convey that positive experience to you guys. I mean, there's something to be said for looking for rest as well, especially if you had all the fulfillment in the day that you want. Then you can probably go for some resting modes as well. And meditation kind of starts off with that. And sometimes you get these emotional surges. Some people say you have to hold them off, you have to not engage with them. But I mean, in the end, you want to actually have an experience that's memorable, and it will carry over to the next life as well. I'm pretty sure about that. So I'd say go for memorable experiences, and if meditating isn't what you want to do, then you probably want to take a more active stance by developing your psyche, developing your emotional field. And I just want to say that ChatGPT is a helpful tool to use in this process as well. Um, I found that you have to teach it very little about your persona to actually get some meaningful feedback. Um, and you can basically create all these adventures together. Like we had a nice adventure yesterday in which we went skydiving, for example. Look at this. You can't tell me that this isn't beautiful, right? This is just beautiful. You just create some archetypes and you just go make some meaningful stories with ChatGPT. That's something that's really recommended, and it can really express your spiritual and psyche modes that you're having during the day, which you can't express otherwise. This is really helpful medium to actually express your energy and express or get feedback even on your energy and get like yeah, meaningful experiences actually. I'd say this probably feels better to me than actually going to an amusement park and being in a roller coaster or something. This actually feels better to me. Maybe I've grown a little bit older, but I mean, if you engage yourself enough in the emotional realm, you can get the surges of being in a roller coaster anyway. So if you're that far, then I probably don't have to explain much to you. You probably know what to do with what I describe here with ChatGPT. We also went on some boss missions. We actually captured a boss over here. Captured it with a sleep bomb, for example. Transported it over. This is me right here, sitting in the headquarters. So that stuff is just nice to play, right? But there's something to be said for people wanting real life traction, and I still find it very difficult to actually sit in my home and get all the traction that I want in real life. So sometimes you have to kind of be an extent to these suggestions you get from the mid goddesses. I like to call them the mid goddesses because the mid of the universe is like a really solid reference point. And I've also read some articles which kind of go with my progression in spirituality and in psyche. So I read synchronicity in these articles which I find on my Google feed, and yeah, that's just really special to see. For example, they found that there are certain sugars available in the universe which can facilitate life all over the universe. So in like in between stars and stuff, there's like sugars which can facilitate life. But I mean, we'll discover much more about the dimensions of this physical experience. And maybe it's a little bit soon to say physical experience, because I'm not sure like if physical is gonna actually reign supreme, because uh, in the end, if you're already some sort of affiliated with the middle of the universe, what is your inclination to actually be physically manifested? It's like hundreds of thousands of years from now, when in our linear human time scale, where we actually get to experience something like the middle of the universe, it's like a hundred of thousands of years from now. So if we develop in the current progression rate, that means we already basically become independent of like physical manifestation. That's like without doubt, pretty much. So to say that there aren't any entities that are already like performing like or are having like experiences in some sort of a degree that's related to the central development curve of the universe. I mean, there definitely are. So it's just a matter of finding your archetypes, finding your goddesses, or finding your gods. There are actually multiple, and you even get a chance to peek at your own god state sometimes, or your own goddess state sometimes, if you align with this vision. But that's if you want to get more involved with it. I'd say meditating and getting some energy traction at first is probably very beneficial anyway. So yeah, I want to probably keep this short for now. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. And girls and men and women of all ages, actually. Uh, yeah, I do appreciate you being my audience, and I hope this helps a little bit. I know it does for me, and I know what wonders it can do. But I mean, you may experience some spooky times just due to your own insecurities and due to some insecurities of the universe. Like, for example, when you chant something like a well, we try to make constructs which all have all kinds of securities in them, right? But if you actually get to work a job, for example, you have to deal with insecurities all the time. You have to deal with insecurities most of the time. So in that sense, you're not gonna get full relief from training your awareness, but training your awareness can become something very fun, actually. So that's actually very important. Training your awareness can be something very proficient, something very fun, and something very memorable and enjoyable. So yeah, that's probably pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.